Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Code Show. This is Hafiz, and today we are going to resolve how generate a parentheses problem on a Leetcode. So we are going to resolve it using tracking. Actually, it's a pure backtracking problem, so we are going to resolve it right now. So we are going to resolve based on these constraints. They actually looking for a solution the solution that can generate this permutation from this parentheses, yeah. So it's all possibilities of this parentheses based on the n of numbers. So let's do it. They are actually assuming that we will return a vector of a string. So we'll start to define a vector of a string, and we name it container. Will actually contain our solutions. That's it. And also we'll define a string as a result. So this container will just contain the result as our output. All right. So let's do it. We're going to use a recursion to resolve this problem. So we're going to define a void recursion function. We'll name it solve. And we have to define some things. The blue things, yeah, we have to define the state for the recursion function. Second thing, we have to this condition. Second thing, we have third thing, we have to push back to our containers, to push back the correct answers to the containers. All right, push back the answers. So our recursion function will contain about a position. Position actually it's a counter to count to count the element, to count how many we open, how many we open a parentheses, or how many we close a parentheses. All right, and we need to define an open and close. This is also another counter to count the parentheses. And finally, we'll pass the integer. We'll pass the length or the n. All right. Our base condition is based on if the position is equal n. We have to push back to our container right here. Container dot push back the result. But for now we are not going to define the result. We will see the result right now. So this is our base condition, and we will enhance it. We'll enhance it after this section. So in this else scenario, we are going to do some. We have two options. The first option is the opening parentheses, and the second option is the closing for the parentheses. So we have two options. So we are going to use a for each valid option, a for each pattern valid options. So we have the first scenario is write for our valid option to write the opening for this parentheses, open the parentheses, and the second scenario we are going to write the close parentheses. So we are going to use a pattern here, right here, a do and recurs and undo. So in these scenarios, we will doing for the two in this pattern, we will follow it to write the open and the close parentheses. So we're going. What we can do? So what we can do, we can build the result variable or the result string. Right now we are going to append the opening parentheses. This is our do scenario, and the recurse scenario we are going to call our recursion function, but now we are going to increase the position and increase the opening because it's a counter. We are in the opening scenario, and we're passing the close scenario. We will not increment the close scenario because we are not in the closing scenario. And last thing, we are going to pass the integer, the n, our n, and undo, go back our result, right? I forget semicolon right here. In the closing scenario, we are going to repeat the same thing in the opening scenario. So we are going to just update the opening parentheses by the closing because we are in the closing, and passing the open as is, and just incrementing the close because we are in the closing scenario. And that's it. For now, we finished our scenario right here, but there is something else right now. We have to send or bash back our result in the container as a solution. But if you can say this is this is needing some enhancement because in every parentheses you are need an opening and closing. So the n it's not correct as a base condition. We are needing every parentheses need a opening and closing. So we will multiply the base condition here, or the n, this thing. And if we run this scenario, we can see out result to see what is going on. If we ended up with this result, we will bring unwanted results like a closing scenario. Let's see the results right now. As you can see, we have just a closing, opening parentheses, and another scenarios, another result as a closing parentheses. So we have to pruning this result, while we need to first we have to consider this variable, this result, as a result if our open equal our close counter. So for now, we can guarantee that the closing this consider it that will consider will we can consider the result as a result. And let's test. As you can see, we have ended. We got ending parentheses that we need that not closed, and another scenario we have a open closing without ending, without opening. So we are going to enhance this scenario by if open bigger than close. So we are going to do our closing scenario. Let's see this. So we are right now. We're right. So let's submit our solution. And here we are. Thanks for your watching the Code Show. Bye bye.